weather today. What's going to happen, please?
It is England and Wales, a big improvement compared with what we saw yesterday in some parts of the country. It is misty, foggy this morning. It could be a bit of a sluggish commute across some parts of England and Wales, but things will brighten up. We'll see a little bit of sunshine come out in most places, best of which will be across East Anglia and South East. But by the time we hit the evening rush hour, northwest England, northwest Wales might start to see the return of some rain. But given the fact...
Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all well. Just having my breakfast here this morning, and it's the first day of the 2018 Motorhome and Caravan show here at the NEC. So whilst I finish off my coffee and do the washing up, why don't you find out what's coming up in this episode? I start the day by having a very quick look at the Bailey Alliance motorhome. We check out the new air awning from Quest Leisure, and finally we head on over to the Swift stand and look at the Elegance Grande 655 Caravan. Right, that's everything that's coming up in this episode, so I suppose we better get on with it then, haven't we? So the very first thing I want to share with you this morning is the new Bailey Alliance motorhome. Now, I don't really do motorhomes, so what I need is some average bloke off the street who does know motorhomes. So of course, I'm going to use Ryan.
Hello,
from the Overnighters.
Watcher.
Good morning.
Yes, I hope it is.
Everybody seems to have that red-eyed the night before I had a bottle of wine look.
Oh, thanks very much. It's lovely to see you too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So being launched here today at the NEC is this, the new motorhome range from Bailey. It's the Alliance. And this one we're going to look at is the 76-2. So it's got an MTPLM of 3,500 kilos, an MRO of 2,800 kilograms, and a user payload of 700 kilos. Now, I'm not a motorhome man myself, so I know very little about them. But let's just have a look back and look at what the aesthetics actually are. So first of all, we've got the black cab at the front. It's not really black, it's like a metallic grey. We've got a Familiar pull-out shade at the top. New graphics on the outside. Let's go inside and have a look around. So from front to back, let's have a look at the cheerful upholstery. I think that's what I'm going to call it. I quite like that. It's nice and bright and very cheerful, isn't it? So what we have here is we've got the front cab there. I believe this even has sat-nav built into the dash as well. USB lights at the top there. Skylight as per other Bailey motorhomes. The upholstery, I am told there is an option to change the upholstery on this at a no-cost option. So there's 2 or 3 different upholstery types. And this particular layout has a fixed French bed in the corner there, end washroom, and the kitchen area there. Standard Dometic fridge freezer. Combined oven and grill. 3-burner gas hob on the top. Power points at the back there. Microwave at the top. Okay, so there's no pull-out flap there, and I would have thought that would have been quite a good idea to have a pull-out flap there for the worktop, for the kitchen, because if you look, there's very little space there on the kitchen. Bed looks a good size. I'm not going to bounce up and down on it. That's not my style. A little table there and a mirror. Very nice. Let's go back to the washroom here. Blimey, what size this is. So standard granite effect. Shower at the back there. Got a mirror here over a nice sized wash basin. Window at the back. Clear window as that. I would like to have seen that fogged. But Thetford loo as well, and then a cupboard at the top there. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Nice layout. So that's the Bailey Alliance 76-2 on the road for 50,999, 51 grand all bar quid. And if you're interested, well, come over to the Bailey stand at the NEC. At the show today, Quest have got a brand new full air awning, and I'm going to be joined with Adam. Got that right. I'm going to be joined with Adam. We're going to ask him a few questions about this, the brand new awning from Quest.
Okay, first of all, it's a full awning. Comes in 3 different sizes. So we cover ranges from 946 to 1015 size.
Right.
So being a full awning means that it goes in the channel at the bottom, all the way around the caravan and all the way down to the bottom. So it's a really good connection to the van, and you use the whole space on the side of the van. There's no windows in the way or anything like that, it uses all the space. This one is an air awning, which means you blow it up. It's single inflation, so you just blow it up from the one point on its side. So the idea is you feed it in the rail, you pump it up with the pump that comes with it, and within 10-15 minutes you're pegging it out. Okay, first of all, the most important bit are the beams. These are using something what we call super beams, or super tubes. The reason why they're super is they're super large. They're super large, so it makes them super strong. I'm too heavy to mention, and I don't bend that at all. So it's nice and strong. Being super strong makes the framework of this awning really strong, which means you don't have to have loads and loads of extra beams, which makes the inside feel nicer and less cluttered. From the beams we go on to the panels. All the panels zip out on this, so the sides zip out. You can switch the sides round to change the configuration of the doors, and the front panels zip out. Always zip your panels out on an awning because they do weigh a fair bit, so you want the lowest weight to thread through that awning channel as possible, so take the panels out.
So it's a single point inflation point.
Yes.
Are these beams up here, are they separate or are they all stitched?
They're all connected, but they're removable. This is part of our AAS system, Advanced Air System. So all it means is, first of all, you blow the awning up from outside.
Yep.
So the tube blows up, the awning goes up like so, but all the tubes are screwed in place. You can just about see that valve or that screw there. You can remove the beams. When you remove this beam, this centre one will self-seal anyway, so it won't go down. The reason why we do that is nothing should happen, but heaven forbid accidents do happen, and never say never. So what happens if you have a puncture in this beam on site, you can take that beam out and you can actually repair it yourself on site and put it back in. That means you can get on with your holiday and maybe do a more professional job later on, but it means you can get by, and that's why those are all removable. It's something you don't have to send off to get done. You can do it yourself on site.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Thanks ever so much for your time today, my friend.
No problem.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
I'll be putting that up on my video, and yeah, good luck. I think it's a fantastic product.
Yeah.
Right, here we are on the Swift stand. We're going to have a look at the Elegance Grande 655, and to help me look at this really unique layout, I'm joined with
Andrew Jenkinson.
Andrew Jenkinson. Let's go and have a look inside, Andrew, and see what we think.
Okay.
So before we head on in, let's just look at some specs on this one. It's £34,270. It's a 6-berth caravan. Its mass in running order is 1745. Its MTPLM is 1925, so it's no lightweight. Optional weight upgrade to 2000. So there we go. So this is the Elegance Grande 655.
It's a brand new layout. We've got a side fold down double bed here, which is obviously something that isn't very new. It is new now because obviously no one's ever used it for a long time.
Yep.
So Swift have brought it back, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it works. I've been sat in here for about half an hour, and I've had quite a few different sort of comments, and it's been quite interesting. A lot of people like it. The fact is that you can actually get rid of it, the bed. They've got a fixed bed. They haven't got a fixed bed, it's away, and they've got the seating, although some think the seating is a little bit narrow, and for an adult, for somebody like me, it possibly is a little bit narrow. But I quite like the idea. I think the idea is a good idea.
One thing though that both of us have just commented on is how dark it is in here.
It is. It could do with more lighting, and I think also, even though we're under cover here and we've got all these big lights out in the hall, it should be brighter in here. So even in daylight time, you know, if we had natural light, it wouldn't be a lot brighter, I don't think.
I mean, for a van this size, all we've got is that side window
We've
there.
got a side window.
The windows at the front, that are behind you, in the skylight here.
In the skylight, yeah.
And what we could really do with doing is having some huge hakey up here.
We need the large hikey roof vent in there.
So let's have a look at the kitchen and the. So to this side we've got the kitchen.
We've got the kitchen. It's a good sized kitchen. It's an L-shaped kitchen, which, you know, have always been a bit of a favourite of mine. Again, it's a kitchen design that went out at one time, but it's come back in over the years.
Yep.
And it offers some good work service there. decent sized sink as well.
It's a cook's kitchen. Because
It's a cook's kitchen.
Prep space, there's dishing up space, and there's cooking space.
Plus you got the Dometic
Yeah.
oven in there, which is quite good. Coming over into this side, of course, I mean, we've got the size of these bunks, and I quite like the way they are beveled off, to be quite honest, because that does give you that, obviously, that much needed room as you come past the L-shaped kitchen here. Think again, light-wise, and I've got that spot lamp turned into the thing there, into the wall, but I still think they could have done with probably a little bit more light.
Yeah.
And to make it a little bit more sort of child-friendly, maybe one of these sort of material pouches for storage. A bigger bunk window as well up this top end.
That window there is way too small.
It's way too small.
Let's go into the
Let's
washroom.
go into the washroom. Well, the washroom, it's not over generous, but it's still a good size.
And you're not a small chap, I'm not a small
chap.
And we're both in here.
We're both in it. Plus as well, it's quite a bit of storage in here.
The one thing I did pick up here is that although we've got a hanger there which is borrowed from Motorhomes, we've got a hanger there for towels there. It would be nice to have seen a small vent up there.
I think a roof vent in there should have been a standard fit anyway.
Yeah, because we've got a little one up there.
Let's just try what this shower would be for size.
Let me go in here. The gratuitous shower scene.
That's
a fair old size, isn't it?
It's fine, yeah. I'd be fine in here. No problem at all.
So there we go, guys. That is the Swift Grande Elegance 655. It's completely new, and of course we've picked up a few things here which we're a little bit unsure, but this is brand new. This is a completely new layout for 2019. If you're interested, come and have a look at it. It's on the Swift stand. I'm pleasantly surprised by it. I think it's too dark. There's a few niggly things I think which could be refined, and I'm sure that in future years, if this layout is a success, they'll all be sorted out. Yeah. Thanks ever so much for Andrew to help me out reviewing this one. It's been nice to have somebody else's thoughts and opinions on it. Right, that's the end of the first day. It's been a pretty full-on day, to be honest with you, so I hope you've enjoyed the videos that we've created today, and we'll catch you in a bit. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.